Hey everybody, Randy with Lowbuck LS here again. Been a while since I posted an update, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay today. It's a little windy and I'm out working in the driveway, but so I've actually done a little bit of work that I didn't videotape here, but if you can see behind me, the turbo is actually on the truck already, so I'll flip the camera around here and show you what's going on and where I'm at. Okay, so like I said, the turbo is on the truck. I've got it bolted to the manifold here. In the last video I showed you that oil drain line. I've got that hooked up to the turbo. I fabricated a downpipe. It just, I don't know if you can see there, but it just exits right beside the frame rail there. So it's going to be a little bit loud, but that's doesn't bother me. So a couple of things to point out. I'm putting this big assembly I just got from Greg's Distributors. I don't think these are elbows and stuff are even meant for boost, so hopefully they hold up okay, but I ended up having to pull the fan out to make room for this big elbow assembly here, and I made my own EGR block off plate. I just used some epoxy, basically JB weld type stuff, and blocked off the EGR plate. This is that oil line that I tapped into the last video there. I showed underneath the truck where I tapped in the other end. I'm going to put a fitting in here to hook the oil line up to the turbo. I've got the boost line ran to the cab. I'm going to put a fitting right there for the boost. And I've got some of these black elbows here. Again, I don't think they're actually made for boost, but we'll try. I'm planning on just running low boost for now, so we'll see how well they hold up. And the other thing, I'm gonna have to relocate this coolant tank because it kind of sits right about there, and this I think it's some kind of bent hose or something is interfering with the turbo. So now I got the oil feed line hooked up, my boost gauge line hooked up, my first 2.5-inch rubber elbow on there, 4-inch rubber elbow, and then I'm still using my mass airflow sensor because like the intake air temperature and stuff gets right off that. And then I'm going to put another one of these elbows here. I just got to go grab a couple fittings from Canadian Tire here to finish bolting that together. Should be pretty close to being ready to make boost here, I think. So I got this, it's just like an exhaust connector from Canadian Tire. I'm going to put it in there and then put this other elbow on there, and then I got another adapter here to attach that one up, so that's how I'm going to connect my charge. And then for this connection, I've just got another cheap $7.49 at Canadian Tire, 2.5 ID by 3-inch OD exhaust connector, but it's gonna be on my intake instead of my exhaust. Okay, so cold side is complete. As you can see, I don't have an intercooler in the system currently. I think I'm gonna probably want one fairly soon, but I'm just doing this as I can afford and just can't afford one right now. So I'm gonna keep boost levels low and monitor my AFRs and monitor my intake air temperature as well, and make sure that doesn't get too high. Keep this engine together. There's a couple other details I'm going to need to change. Underneath here is the map sensor, and I've got to do the conversion to 3-bar map and do the associated tuning in HP tuners. The other thing you'll notice is I don't have a wastegate yet, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to want one of those fairly soon. I do have one of those to install. I just need to figure out where I'm going to put it and weld it in there. So, but anyways, basically turbo's on, hot side's done, cold side's done. It's pretty much ready to fire up, but I'm not going to want to make much boost since the tuning isn't right yet, and there's no wastegate. And the other thing is, like I mentioned in my last video, I currently don't have a fan, so I'm gonna have to it'll probably be okay to start up, but wouldn't want to drive it in traffic or anything like that. It'll probably overheat. It'd probably be fine to take it to the track the way it is, and it might even be fine on the highway, but wouldn't want to drive it and stop and go traffic the way it is. So anyways, it's coming along. The hot side and cold side are done, so I'm pretty happy with that.